brought up Kendrick, it made me think of a line Kendrick had in a record that got leaked where he said, "You're finally famous for who you date, not how you rhyme, boy."
Right.
When you heard that bar, did you get any rhymes prepared, and did it have the same reaction that you had when Lena said that to you?
All right, so yeah, okay, so those are two questions. When I first heard that, I definitely had a whole thing prepared. So let's back this up. So I did a song called No More Interviews, where I'm rapping about people rapping fast and blah, 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 and people like, oh, you talking about Kendrick? I'm like, well, I'm not talking about anyone specifically. I'm just talking my shit. At the time, there was a lot of motherfuckers rap. I'm surprised no one thought Eminem or I remember Logic was hot at the MGK, you know, all these other rappers that rap fast. And I'm like, this nigga Kendrick don't even rap fast all the time. Like, it's other people who be rapping fast all the time. But I definitely was like not running from or ducking no type smoke at all. Like, so when I heard that there might be, you know, some remnants of something, I did have something prepared, I'm not gonna lie. And then I ran into Dave Free in the elevator at WME, and I'm like, yo, was that, I forgot what,
Was it the Control verse? Or?
No, this was way after. So by the way, Kendrick has been at my house. Me and him are cool, by the way.
Right.
He's invited me to his mom's house before. This was like my old house. We were cooler back then, let me say that, because I'm not going to sit here and be like, we cool. I don't talk to him. But I remember, I'm just breaking down the timeline. I remember when I Decided and Bounce Back and all this stuff, and he was dropping his album, Damn. And I can't remember what freestyle, I guess it was the Hard Part 4.
I don't remember.
5 maybe, something like that. And people were like, oh, he's talking about Big Sean in there, right? So I hit up Top Dog first. I'm like, yo, who he talking about? He's just talking to me, he's just throwing a bone out there, right?
Why you just ain't ask Kendrick? Like, why not text Kendrick and say, yo, was you talking about me in this?
Because I didn't think I had his right number. I think I did hit him first, and it's like, I'm like, oh, I got top number because he had just had me come out at his charity event like a year ago or something in Watts. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking we like straight. You know what I'm saying? So then, no, it wasn't about you. All right, cool. So the little shit I had, I just was like, let me get out of my head because I'm thinking like it might be something.
So you had a song or a verse?
I had just some ideas, you know what I'm saying? Just to be real with you, like I had some ideas, you know, mapped out. So then Nipsey dies. Joe Budden had created this before that, Joe Budden had made this there's a Kendrick Big Sean beef, and to the point where I tried to ignore it, but he made that narrative so fucking real that I think it really did become a thing. So Punch.
He wasn't all the way wrong though. You said there might have been something in the air.
Well, yeah, because I'm getting to the point where me and Kendrick talk.
Okay.
So I get to the point where I'm like, damn, do we got something going on? That's why I had something prepared, right? And then when I run into Dave Free, and he's like, nah, bro, it ain't nothing. Like, it's all love. He said something like that wasn't directly towards you. It was for anyone, you know? Okay. So then Nipsey dies. And I sit on a plane next to Punch. Random as hell. We're headed to J. Cole's festival. And he's like, you ever talk to Kendrick? And I'm like, no, I never. I know it ain't shit there. But no, we never really spoke. Then around that time, like that day or maybe the day before that or the week or day within that same time period, that leaked shit happened. It was a leaked verse. And it said what you said.
Yep.
I'm like, damn, nigga, y'all motherfuckers said it wasn't shit and it was something. So you got me looking crazy.
But maybe he prepared something just like the same way you was thinking. He was like, you know, let me get my nukes just in case too.
Right, but the thing is that song came out and he changed that bar, right? So that wasn't on the song anymore. It was a leaked verse. So I had to keep that in mind because I was pissed when I heard it. So then I'm like, okay, he changed that on his own. So he probably came to the conclusion that it was nothing. So then then me and him talk. And I got the text on my phone. And he's like, I might pull the text out and read it.
Let's hear it. Why not?
Oh, I ain't even got somebody else got my phone.
Somebody grab Sean's phone.
I essentially.
No need to misquote him.
Yeah, I ain't trying to misquote shit. Because I don't give a fuck that much to misquote a nigga.
And how long ago was this? You said right after Nip died?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, you can read my stuff, too.
You want me to read it?
No.
Okay,
I don't think we should read it because I think that's kind of like bitch
got you,
made, but I
got
want
you.
you to kind of like see the sentiment of it. Hold on. So this is me, and then this is him. What up, champ? You know, yes, we're in great grievance.
That's real.
Wrongly. So in a sense, I don't want to say it. He apologized in a sense for going that far, you know, and for that shit coming out, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to show you that because, in a sense, he apologized, right?
Yeah.
So if Kendrick apologized for that same leak that I heard prematurely, right, that he didn't use, it's like, then it leaks fully later, right, and people hear it, and we already discussed it. And he said, appreciate the shout out on a Nipsey song. Mm-hmm. I already addressed it on the song with Nip. Mm-hmm. Lack of communication and wrong information for people fueled by the ego is like mixing flames with diesel.
That's what he said to you in the...
No, that's what I said on the song with Nipsey.
Oh, I know, but in the text it sounded like he kind of said the same thing.
Yeah, that's why I said it in the song. Because in that text he said, yo, you know, my ego, da-da-da. So it's like, when that shit leaks, it's like people are like, oh, you heard what he said about you? I'm like, nigga, I'm not a clout chasing ass nigga, bro. I'm solid and I stand on mine, and I'm not about to do something because everyone thinks a certain thing. Like, we already talked about it. I already got an apology for it.
And your shirt right now says, I do not care about their opinions.
Yeah,
so why would you care about the opinions of other people if you know what it is between you and Dot?
Exactly. And that's what it's been. You know, I ain't really had too much communication with him since then. Mm-hmm. And, you know, but I just want to like, I represent a lot of people from my city, from where I come from, fans of mine, who think I didn't stand on my shit. And that's not the case. And that's what I want to clarify. Mm-hmm. I wasn't being a bitch nigga or like tucking my tail or nothing like that. And if it was real smoke, if it was really something to stand on, I would be full front. I would be there front and center for it. Mm-hmm. And I would be prepared. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. And people want to make something that is not. So that's something that I never really got a chance to clarify. And, you know, to me, it's better to be about business and to be authentic. And like, if there's literally not a problem there, then I'm not about to feed into no narrative that isn't true, that I know isn't true.